Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Mind and Beans podcast. This is your host for tonight, Okami Hikaru. We are down a member again, Meche, because she still hasn't fixed her sleeping schedule. So we're getting straight to it. How was your guys' week?
Speaking of again, Meche said this last time too. What do you mean you're the host? We all collectively host together.
There's no single host for the podcast. That's the point of a podcast. Unless you own the podcast, which you don't.
Unless we have like a guest.
Designed the icons.
Okay, whose idea was it to actually start the podcast?
Mine and Junior.
It was mine. I've had this idea for years.
And also, Junior is the leader of the admin of the Discord group. So
that is also true.
What's your point?
And Junior does the editing.
That is also true.
Yes, it is true. I have no coffee.
I do.
Well, I'm gonna knock it over, bitch. I'll be over soon.
I drank some gamer subs.
Nice.
He's gonna be cracked out in like 30 minutes.
And this time I got no distractions with me, because usually I'm playing some kind of video game, but this time I'm going to be solely focused on the Mighty Beans podcast, where your balls drop and your pussy gets tighter.
Flushes out?
I don't know what the equivalent for that is.
Flowers out? Plushes out? I'm not sure.
It blooms.
Ah, there you go.
You know, I don't think that's right either.
You know what? Let's just get right into it. So,
and your pussy puckers. No.
Anyways, we got the Game Awards. They happened this week. So, did you guys watch it?
Yes.
I watched highlights.
What did you guys think of it?
Boo.
Overall, I mean, it's nothing like spectacular.
Yeah.
It is what it usually is. I did like the live performances that they had this year. They were really cool, actually.
Oh yeah.
I liked Christopher Judge's joke about COD.
Oh yeah, that was going through Twitter.
Oh, Junior told me about that, and I was laughing. We're walking through Target. It was telling me that COD got all big baby mad rage, and I was like, dude, it's a fucking joke.
Oh yeah, a lot of COD people are like, who is this guy? And it's like, come on. You're just saying that because you're salty. You know who he is.
Mm-hmm. A lot of salty-ass COD developers.
But
he's right,
Call
though.
of Duty fanboys.
It's funny, actually, just before we started recording this, when I was cooking dinner, I watched the Ackman's hour-long video on explaining why the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign is so horrible. Well, not just the campaign. He talked about the game as a whole.
Yeah.
And dude, that game is just bad. There's just nothing good about it.
I was watching it earlier today. I fell asleep to it, but I did watch like the first 10 minutes, and it's it's pretty bad. It's only because like the what do they call the weapons free missions? They're straight out of what is it, Warzone? And there's like, it's so empty and uncreative, and the whole thing is like, you're supposed to be stealthy, but it's hard to be stealthy. And then once you engage in combat, you stay engaged for like, what? 10 minutes before things finally calm down?
Yeah, just incredibly lazy and not creative and just boring. And then one of my favorite parts about the video was he kind of showcased the fact that there's hardly any music throughout the game. There's a lot of like key elements or like key moments in the game where it's just silence.
I noticed that. It's pretty bad. I didn't actually play it, but I found a video on YouTube that showcased the entire campaign, and a lot of parts were really quiet. Yeah. It's kind of like, did you ever play the Medal of Honor reboot back in like 2012, I think it was? 2011?
Actually, I did, because when I got my PS3 for the first time, 2 games came with it, and it was Medal of Honor and Uncharted 2. And I gave my copy of Medal of Honor to my uncle, who was a Medal of Honor fan, because I hated it.
Oh man, I tried to like it so much, because when it first came out, I'm like, oh cool. I remember playing a Medal of Honor game back on on the Xbox games. My uncle owned it. I think it was like Final Assault or Frontier Assault, something like that. And I remember liking it because he played through D-Day. And at the time, it was like, oh my god, this thing's so cool. And when the reboot came out, I played it. And throughout the campaign, there is no music. I got really bored. There are very few games that can get away with not having music. Medal of Honor was not one of them.
Yeah, you just need some sort of score in the background to like really go with those triumphant, like action-packed moments, you know?
Yeah, like Call of Duty has amazing music. At least during Black Ops Modern Warfare era, back in like 2012, 2010, that kind of stuff. Like Modern Warfare 2. Once you hear that music, you know it's MW2.
Yeah. Dude, I missed that fucking the Black Ops like rooftop mission.
I love that
plays
one.
In that section.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's so good.
Anyways, back to the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Game Awards.
I'm just kind of like, okay, do I reel them back in or?
I got caught up on a passion project.
We're just reminiscing the good old days back when Call of Duty was good.
Yeah, I think the last very good Call of Duty game was Modern Warfare 2019. Cold War was like good, and then Modern Warfare 2 was good, and then everything else was just straight bad.
I really enjoy the campaign for Cold War only because you have like different ways to play it, and you technically have multiple endings, but it's the fact that they did something different with it.
Yeah, I do like that they tried doing something different, even though it wasn't like done all that well. At least they tried something different, and I like the zombies in Cold War. Zombies in Cold War is very, very fun.
The only bad thing about, well, no, I guess it has a few flaws, but the biggest flaw was the optimization. That game would constantly crash if you have like ray tracing turned on, and I got so fucking frustrated. I think you were there, Junior, when my game kept crashing. I was trying to play the campaign on TV.
Yeah, I remember you told me about that, and I saw it firsthand. And then wouldn't be till like a couple days later, I think, when you told me you figured out how to keep things from crashing, and it was to turn off ray tracing.
Yeah, you have to turn off ray tracing. Because by default, it's turned on. And it just caused the game to like just be so slow and freeze. And my game would crash multiple times. And even with the game crashing, I would just like pull up DMC5, which I accidentally didn't like close down the game. So I was at the mission where I ended, and I'm like, oh, cool, I could play this good game. But anyways, we're sidetracking away from the Game Awards again.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The Game Awards was good. I like the live shows. The as far as awards themselves go, nothing really surprised me, to be honest. Hi-Fi Rush winning Best Sound Design was cool.
I love that. I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm like mission 3 or 4, but I love every second of it. The style, the concept of the game, and I love the main character. I relate to him so much. He's such a goofball. I love him.
I'm not so sure what the game's about, but it reminds me a lot of Sunset Overdrive.
Here are the spark notes for Sunset or for Hi-Fi Rush.
Mm-hmm.
A guy wants to have like a cybernetic something, and his iPod accidentally gets like it's like a music player, whatever.
Oh. It
accidentally gets like installed inside his body, and the music that's playing, he does everything to the beat of the music. So you have to time your attacks to the beat of the music, and the whole world interacts with the music that's playing too. So like if you hear a beat that goes like do 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 do, and you see like a sign in the back that's kind of like bouncing, it bounces to the beat.
That's fucking cool.
Or like when you're at a factory and you see like the little gears and the pumps, they move with the beat of the music too, so they go like do 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 do.
That's so cool.
It's really stylish. We should get together someday and You should play it, Ruby, because it's free to play on the Game Pass.
I actually have it installed on my Xbox already, Ruby.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I was kind of like, huh, that's a colorful title, and I never, like, got to it.
Yeah,
it's also a surprisingly difficult game, too. Like,
Oh, really?
like the ability to actually do everything on beat to the music is surprisingly difficult, especially if you're in a high-stress situation and you're just trying to get away.
it's also really hard to play without headphones on.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that game called?
Dance with the Necromancer.
That's what it's called. That was fun to play. That was something unique that I've never played before. It's like a Legend of Zelda kind of game where it's the same thing. Like, you have to do everything to the beat of the rhythm. And
That game, though, is a little bit easier to actually follow the rhythm on than in Hi-Fi Rush.
But what I'm saying is that, like, I guess I got, like, a little bit of a taste, and I know what to expect now, because to move, to attack, like, everything, I had to do it to the beat of the music. I feel like I might have fun, because I really love rhythm games.
Yeah, there's a character in the game. It's a It's not a cybernetic. It's a robot cat, and her name is 808, and she turns into a little sphere and flies around you, and it gives you audio, like visuals, to what you're supposed to be pressing the buttons to when you attack. Kind of like sound waves. So as soon as you see those sound waves, that's when you press the attack button.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super creative. And I love the fact that it's made by the same team that made Evil Within.
Oh yeah.
Another great franchise.
But yeah, I'm glad that Hi-Fi Rush won an award, because it's well deserved.
As far as the Game Awards go, the only thing that I found was a little disappointing, just the fact that Lies of P didn't win a single award. I felt like, maybe it could have at least won like art direction or something like that, but
It
wasn't even
win
nominated,
a
huh?
single award?
I think that was like the only thing it got nominated for was like art direction, and then it didn't win it.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah, I actually have all the results here. I can speedrun them.
Sure, yeah, you can go ahead and go through them real quick.
All right, so we got Player's Choice. So voted 100% by the fans for what their favorite game was. And the nominees were Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Genshin Impact, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And the winner was Baldur's Gate.
No surprise.
Yeah.
Best Adaptation, game-inspired projects, which include TV, movies, comics, and more. Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, the Super Mario movie, and Twisted Metal. And the winner was The Last of Us.
Well deserved.
Okay.
Excellent TV
yeah.
show.
Yeah, it was fucking good.
Really?
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't. I don't have HBO.
Oh, you've never even played The Last of Us, have you?
I mean, I've seen Markiplier play through it like years back when it first came out, and I thought it was an amazing game. I just haven't played it.
Okay. Well, if you already know the story of The Last of Us, then yeah, you can jump into the show. I personally think you should play the game before you play the show, if you're a gamer, just because seeing the comparisons are really nice. But it's still a good show to watch on your own, even if you don't know anything about the game. Because my dad watched it and he really liked it too.
Yeah, he did. He was actually a really big fan about it.
Try to get him hyped up to play the game.
Yeah.
All right, so we got most anticipated game for next year, and the nominees were Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. And the winner was Final 77.
Hades 2. Ooh.
Oh, Escalera! Oh!
Oh, that actually sounds really exciting.
Oh shit! I forgot to mute my phone.
All right, and then we have Best Esports Team, and the nominees were Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaming Gladiators, JD Gaming, Team Vitality, and the winner was JD Gaming. I actually don't know any of these teams.
Yeah, I haven't really kept up with esports at all this whole year, so.
I was about to say, I don't recognize like any of these fucking names.
Yeah, me neither. We're more like a Cloud9 generation.
Yeah, well, Cloud9's still around.
Yeah, but obviously they weren't nominated, so.
True.
All right, and then Best Esports Game. We had Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant. And the winner was Valorant.
No surprise.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of surprised because League of Legends usually wins.
I feel like League of Legends lately has been dipping in popularity a little bit.
I was about to say that.
Just because that game has been out for so long, and it's really hard to keep up your popularity for that like amount of time, especially because of like if somebody new in today's day and age try to get into League of Legends, they have an insanely huge roster of characters, and it is just absolutely like overwhelming to somebody that knows absolutely nothing about the game.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I tried getting into League of Legends even just like 6 years ago, and then it was already a huge roster, and I just couldn't get into it.
If anything, I just like the art, but yeah, I don't like the game either.
I only like this one character who, like, they play exactly like a Devil May Cry game, so you can taunt and you have like this sword that you can rev or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They just put Nero in League of Legends.
It's a woman with a or maybe it's not a revable sword, but she has a sword and also a revolver. And you can like taunt, and your whole playstyle is about being stylish to like deal more damage.
And she has a blue coat with white hair.
And the only reason I know about that woman is because on a Devil May Cry shitposting page on Facebook, they took that trailer and they put Devil Trigger over it. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Best esports event. Nominees were 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Blast.tv Paris Major, EVO 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships, and Valorant Championships 2023. And the winner was League of Legends Championship.
Okay.
All right. Best esports coach. I'm just going to say their nicknames. So we got Potter, Zonic, Gunba, XTQZZZZ, and Homie. And the winner was Potter. Which
dang it.
I don't really know.
I don't know either. I just thought Homie was a cool name.
Yeah. Best esports athlete. Faker, Zaiwu, Demon 1, Hydra, Ruler, and Imperial Hall. And the winner was Faker.
Okay. I actually know Imperial Hall. I'm pretty sure it's the same dude I've watched play Apex, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know any of these guys. I need to catch up with the times, man. All right, then we got Content Creator of the Year for streamers or content creators who've made a positive impact. Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher PK. And the winner was Iron Mouse.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I found out she's a VTuber, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, I know Iron Mouse. I don't really care for her content.
I've never even heard of her until the Game Awards, but anyways, moving on. Best multiplayer game. So we had Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And the winner was Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah,
Yep.
That's not surprising.
Get ready to hear that name a lot.
Mm-hmm. Best sim/strategy game. Advance Wars 1, Cities Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4. And the winner was Pikmin 4.
Which is surprising. I forgot that game even came out, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was not expecting to hear that name, and then I heard you say Pikmin. I was like, what?
All right. Best sports/racing game. EA Sports FC 24, which is a soccer game. F1 23, racing game. Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and The Crew MotoFest. And the winner was Forza Motorsport.
Yeah.
Moving on. Best family game. Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And the winner was Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Oh, it did win something.
I think it got nominated for maybe 4 categories and it won 1.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's good.
Here's one with 2 games clearly in the lead, and it was just a matter of opinion of which one was going to win between these two. Best fighting game: God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. The winner was Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, it was definitely a toss-up between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Street Fighter, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Clearly, it was up against, it was between God of Rock and Pocket Bravery. Come on now.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Here's one. Best RPG: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. The winner was Baldur's Gate 3.
Whoop-de-doo.
What a surprise. Best action/adventure game: Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The winner was Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
You're right, it is. Yeah, boy.
Woo!
Nah, man, I was really hoping for Star Wars Jedi Survivor to take that one.
Not good enough.
You should play it. It's pretty good. Anyways, moving on.
I will.
Best action game: Armored Core 6, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. The winner was Armored Core 6.
What the hell even is that?
It's made by the same people that made Elden Ring. It's the same form of combat, I think, but instead you make your own, like, Gundam.
It's not. It's pretty different. Basically, you're just in Gundams and it's super, like, high-paced, high-octane action.
I thought it played like Elden Ring.
No.
Oh, okay.
He's
No,
like
you're
not even close.
No,
bro.
you're flying around in the air and you're fucking dashing through, going like 500 million miles an hour, shooting guns, and it's totally not the same at all.
That doesn't
Oh,
sound
damn,
like
okay.
it at all.
Yo, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that Elden Ring DLC that adds muskets into the game.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be great.
And then they're going to want to get a franchise deal with Call of Duty, so they're going to add the M4.
Guns in my FromSoft game? What is this, Sekiro?
What is this? Bloodborne? All right,
Let's continue.
let's move on here. I think we're almost done. Innovation and accessibility. I'm just going to say the winner for this one. It's Forza Motorsport. I didn't...
Okay.
Wow, they won 2 awards.
Yeah. Best VR/AR game: Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village, and Synapse. And the winner was Resident Evil Village. Best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 16, and No Man's Sky. With the winner being Baldur's Gate 3.
Anytime you say Baldur's Gate 3, just assume they won that category.
There's actually one where they didn't win, but we'll get there.
Ooh, spoilers.
No.
Best mobile game. The nominees were Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis, Honkai Star Rail, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. And the winner was Honkai Star Rail.
I don't know what that game is.
It's like Genshin Impact, but in space.
It's made by the same people that made Genshin Impact.
Oh, okay.
It's literally pay money to unlock characters and rinse and repeat. I don't really understand the appeal of the game.
There do be some anime redheads with big titties in that game, which I gotta say gives me an A+ rating on my book.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, Junior wants that.
No, I'll never play it, but I've seen Danny play it. And there is this one character that came up, and I'm like, yo, she's hot.
Because she's a redhead or because she's got juggies?
Both?
Okay, I'll accept that.
Redhead with juggies? Bro, like nothing beats that.
Exactly.
Alright, best debut indie game: Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. The winner was Cocoon.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
Pizza Tower is one of those games where anytime somebody mentioned it, and I just saw like a screenshot, I thought to myself, this game looks fucking horrendous and horrible.
Really?
And then I actually watched gameplay, and I'm like, yo, this shit looks like fun, actually.
What is it?
I don't even know what it's about, but it's just like this 2D game where it's got like this really ugly like cartoon art style to it.
Oh.
But like it's just super fast paced, and it's like a platformer. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks like
platformer.
Yeah, according to this one level I saw.
Interesting. All right, now we have Best Indie Game. The nominees were Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. The winner was Sea of Stars. Isn't that the one that Danny's been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually looks like a lot of fun. I watched a lot of him play through it, or what in a sense.
Try that again.
I watched a lot of the game watching him play it. So I've seen a lot of the bosses. I've heard a lot of the music, and yeah, it is really good.
Nice. What was I going to say? I think I only saw a little bit of it, and it reminded me of Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, kind of. I think Octopath Traveler looks better, but
it's just a different art style.
As far as the gameplay goes, yeah.
All right, best ongoing game: Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. The winner was Cyberpunk 2077, which is pretty surprising, honestly.
Okay, this one is the one that I think was the most bullshit award. I think Cyberpunk 2077 should not even have been considered in the category of best ongoing game.
Wasn't that game shit?
Well,
it was back when it came out.
It had a bad launch, but basically that is just a single player game that got DLC. Like, how is that considered like an ongoing game? It's not like a game like Apex or Fortnite or any of those games that regularly receive patches and updates and changes to its gameplay.
A live service?
Exactly, yeah. Like, so how does Cyberpunk be considered in that category when it just got some DLC? Like, other games get DLC all the time, and they're not fucking nominated for this category.
Yeah, that makes a good point.
Like, all the Dark Souls games get DLC. Elden Ring's going to get DLC. Is it going to be considered best ongoing game next year?
It might.
It shouldn't.
Oh God, yeah. I don't think that should count. Ongoing should mean that you produced a whole new game, continuing. You know what I mean?
All right. Here's the next category. It's Games for Impact, a category that I never understood, and it always has games I've never heard of. So I'm just gonna say the winner for this one. It's Tachia.
I don't really know what Games for Impact means either.
Chia.
It says right here, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
That made it more confusing. I'm gonna be honest here.
So just a game that's like has a really strong, heartfelt message, basically.
I guess.
Is that how I understand it?
Maybe the games for Impact winner were the friends we made along the way.
I don't know.
Anyways,
award, please.
Anyways,
I have no idea.
Best performance: Ben Starr from Final Fantasy 16, Cameron Monaghan from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba from Cyberpunk 2077, Melanie Liburd from Alan Wake 2, Neil Newbon, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lothenhall from Marvel Spider-Man 2. The winner was Neil Newbern from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yep. As soon as you said Baldur's Gate 3, I stopped listening because I knew they were going to win.
All right, next one. Best audio design: Alan Wake 2, Dead Space Remake, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. The winner was Hi-Fi Rush.
Nice.
Yep, that's the one that I'm happy that Hi-Fi Rush got an award for. It's well deserved. Ooh, here's another one that's pretty even actually. Best score / music: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. You guys want to take a guess on who won?
Baldur's Gate.
Final Fantasy 16.
Oh.
You didn't even let me guess.
My bad.
Yeah, you did it. You just went straight for it, and I was like, all right.
But yeah, I was really hoping Hi-Fi Rush would have won this one, but it didn't. Oh well. Here's another one. Best Art Direction. The nominees were Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The winner was Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, that's the one I was hoping Liza P would win.
I was hoping Hi-Fi Rush would win this one too. Here's another one. Best Narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. The winner was Alan Wake 2.
Nice.
See, Baldur's Gate 3, it's got plenty of awards, but it's not winning every category. It's not the jack of all trades.
I guess so.
All right.
Yeah,
Best...
I remember the game of the year. I think it was 2020 or 2022. I don't remember which one it was. Where it was 2020. Where Doom Eternal won almost every award, and then they lost Game of the Year to fucking Last of Us 2.
Oh.
Doom Eternal didn't win a single award, dude.
Pretty sure it was. Or am I thinking of a different game?
You're thinking of a different game, bro. Because Doom Eternal, the year it came out, I forgot what year, but when it came out, it was only nominated for one category, and it was Best Musical Score. And it lost to Last of Us Part 2.
Oof.
What other game came out that year?
Which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
How can you compare...
I'm pretty sure there was another game that came out that year that won, like, a shit ton of awards, and then lost Game of the Year to Last of Us 2, that fucking dog pile of a game.
Maybe it was God of War?
God of War didn't come out 2020. It came out in 2018.
We'll look that up
for
in a bit.
2020? Yeah.
We'll look it up in a bit.
All right, yeah, we'll check it out later.
All right. Best Game Direction. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Mario Bros. Wonder.
Oh, shit.
My Funko Pop front full of my monitor. Where was I? And Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The winner was Alan Wake 2. Have you guys played that game? I haven't. I haven't even played the first one that came out like in 2013.
I didn't even know this game existed until the awards started coming out. And I was like, what the fuck is this game?
Actually, it was 2010. 2010, Alan Wake came out. And it's I'm not sure if it's survival horror, but it's definitely horror. And then the sequel came out this year.
Yeah, so I've known about the Alan Wake game for a while. I've never played it. To my knowledge, it's like an action psychological horror. And then I heard the 2 came out, and then everyone's saying like it's an amazing game. So I really want to play them.
The graphics looked really, really good when I was watching the trailer. Yeah.
As far as gameplay goes, the only thing I know about the first Alan Wake is you have like a flashlight, and then like shadow monsters come at you. You gotta like shine the light at them.
Something I think is really funny is that every time Alan Wake won an award, and the guys will go up on stage, they play the same song, and the song sounds like Despacito. the way they sing it, it's like da 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 da, or some like it just sounds like Despacito.
This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico.
All right, and last category, Game of the Year. Nominees were Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Mario Bros. Wonder, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And I think we all know who won this one.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Mario Wonder.
Right.
Resident Evil 4... Nah. Baldur's Gate 3.
Of course it did.
Baldur's Gate 3, dude. What a fucking titan of a game, dude. Larian Studios should be proud of themselves.
Dude, the guy...
Actually...
Oh, sorry, you were saying?
I was just saying that I bought the game yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we saw that you were playing it on Discord.
It's you have to get used to playing the game. I'm still trying to get used to like the controls, because when you're in combat, if you press Y, you skip your turn. Like your turn ends.
Oof.
And it won't say like, are you sure you want to end your turn, even though you have like actions and bonus actions to do. It just straight up skips it.
Well, then don't push Y.
I know, but it's like, I don't know.
Just
That's
buy a
what I'm saying.
PlayStation, and then you can't push Y.
Or triangle, bro. Anyways. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know how it is.
Yeah, I plan on getting it as well. I've never played any of the Baldur's Gates. Also, never played any of the Divinity games.
Yeah, me neither.
But it's really good apparently, so I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, overall, I think I gave the Game Awards 7 out of 10, only because of the performances were good. The one thing I didn't like is the fact that they were trying to rush people through the speeches. Some people would be giving a speech for the reward, and then they start playing music as like a sign to like hurry it up.
See, I told you, Junior.
I imagine it's probably partially because of what happened the year before with, Christopher Judge's 9-minute speech. And also, if you watch the VOD on YouTube, the shit's already 3 hours long. Imagine if they weren't cutting off people's speeches.
True. I'm pretty sure they're working under some kind of like tight schedule or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the specifics for it.
The venue that they rent out, I imagine, has its own schedule it's got to abide by, unless it's Jeff Keighley's own place that he owns, which wouldn't surprise me.
Did you see that Kojima is releasing an Xbox exclusive?
I did. The trailer was really fucking weird, but that's Kojima.
Yeah, and it's being made with Jordan Peele, which is something I was not expecting.
I also wasn't expecting that. But then again, when you think about his work with Norman Reedus, it makes sense.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that. There was one game that was announced that looked really... it looked like a mess. What was it? It was made by the same company that made Inscription, that PC game.
Oh,
I don't remember. I don't remember all of the trailers.
Oh, it was called like Pony Island 2. Panda something. It has what's his name? Prod ZD.
Oh, Per ZD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for that one? It looked creepy as hell. It's like 3 or 4 different play styles, and it was all in one trailer, and it was like fast forwarded, and it was, I don't know, it's just creepy.
I did see the trailer, but I honestly don't remember it.
If you watch it, then you'll know it's just a mess. It really turned me off. Like, this looks way too overwhelming. I'm just not gonna bother keeping up with it.
You get turned on by video games?
Some of them,
hey,
yeah.
yo.
Oh yeah, by the way, you can undress characters in Baldur's Gate 3 and your followers as well, so you can see them completely naked.
So that's why I won so many awards. I'm telling you, dude, sex sells.
But who's buying?
You?
Everyone?
Everyone.
Everyone?
There's a follower named Shadowheart. As soon as I found out that you can undress characters, she was one of the first ones, and let me tell you.
Oh my god.
don't fucking make that sound. Don't fucking make that sound.
Don't do that. That was just I cringed when you did that.
Thanks, bro.
No.
I was watching a YouTube video a few days ago, and it was someone doing like an abridged of Devil May Cry 3. And there's a scene where Arkham, he's like opening the gate to hell, and he's like, sloth, gluttony, greed, and the greatest sin of them all, cringe.
Oh no. Oh no.
I laughed out loud when he's... I actually laughed out loud when he said that. I was not expecting it. Love it though.
Dude, holy shit. You just unlocked a fucking memory, bro.
Well, what's up?
There was this YouTuber I watched way back in like high school, like early high school. what was his name? Attacking Toucans. That was his name.
Wow.
And he did a playthrough of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But during certain cutscenes, he would like inject his own like voice and like just say his own like lines. And there's a part right at the very end of the game, right when you're about to seal Ganon away. It shows like a scene of all the sages gathering to seal Ganon away. And it does like a close-up on each individual sage. And in his video, he voiced over all the sages. And it was like, earth, water, solar, fire, whatever. And then it gets to a Goron, and he just goes, pussy. And it was just like the funniest thing to me at the time.
I remember that. Oh my god, I haven't heard that name in years.
Dude, attacking toucans. I haven't even thought about that in like 10 years.
Pussy.
Holy shit.
My poor husband, I can hear him fucking dying on the other side of this door.
Let him.
Yeah. Collect that life insurance.
By the way, Junior, I pulled up the Game Awards 2020 winners. The game of the year was Last of Us Part 2. And that same year, Among Us had a lot of awards as well.
Oh, that's...
definitely
Is that the one you're talking about?
That I was thinking of.
No?
No. It was some other big game. Like a AAA game.
Alright, hold on now. Let's see what we got here.
Coffee break?
What?
What?
What coffee?
Well, you should have, made it before you got on.
I was busy taking care of Valerie, and then I had to hurry and warm up my food so I could join.
Why don't you just take the extra time to do the coffee?
Because we were supposed to start.
Dude, I just looked up Attacking Toucans on YouTube. He's still making videos.
Oh, wow, really?
Just 8 hours ago, he uploaded part 2 to a Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Well,
Still playing
that's pretty cool.
Ocarina.
Still playing Ocarina of Time.
He never strayed from the path.
Oh, he's got other videos. He's got indoor theme park, construction something. What is this? Zoo
Indoor
Tycoon?
Construction. Zoo.
Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon, it looks like. More Ocarina of Time videos. Skyward Sword, a lot of Zelda stuff.
Zelda's got a lot of content.
Wow.
Except for Skyward.
251k subscribers. Definitely a lot more than he used to have.
Nice. That means he grew. Good on you, man.
What's his most popular video?
It's probably the one you watched years ago.
No, it's some Planet Coaster video.
Oh, never mind then.
He made some Sonic Adventure stuff.
Hey, speaking
Sonic Heroes.
Francisco.
Yeah?
What the fuck, dude? I'm like watching your stream while I'm at the gym, and I'm trying really hard not to fucking laugh on the treadmills.
Dude, oh my god, man. It was such bullshit when I was playing.
He fell off dinner, I think, like 4 times in that short amount of time I was watching him.
Fell off what?
It's because I'm
ate shit.
I'm playing through the jungle missions in Sonic Heroes, and whenever you attack with Knuckles, he like fucking glides half a mile.
Oh yeah.
And I kept gliding off of platforms and falling to my death.
Except for the key, you just fucking kept going.
That game is so bad.
It's oh god, it's not perfect by any means. I have to stay in fly formation because it's the slowest one. And if I fall off, I can just fly back to safety. All right, so I did pull up the 2020 winners and nominees, and actually, Doom Eternal had a lot of nominations. I thought they only got the nomination for best music.
See, that's what I remembered. I remembered Doom Eternal actually winning a sizable amount of awards over The Last of Us, and then The Last of Us won anyways.
Yeah, so it turns out. Where'd it go? For best action game, Doom Eternal was nominated, but Hades won.
Whoa.
Which I don't agree with.
Yeah, I'm like, surprised. The game is fun, but I don't know if it should have won over that.
I mean, I haven't played Hades, but I've watched gameplay of it, and it looks fun, but I definitely lean more towards Doom personally.
You know what? Audio design. Doom Eternal was nominated, but The Last of Us Part 2 won.
That's fucking stupid. The Last of Us 2 audio design was the same as the first one.
And for score and music, Doom Eternal had another nomination, but the winner was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, I can see that.
Can you really? I can't see anything other than Doom Eternal winning.
Doom Eternal should have won, but at least it didn't lose to the fucking Last of Us, where all you hear is acoustic guitar.
Yeah. The other nominees for score and music were Hades, Ori, and Will of the Wisps, and Last of Us Part 2. I haven't heard the music for Hades or Ori, so I can't say.
Hades is really good soundtrack. I really do like it. Ori, I vaguely remember because I didn't get too far into it. So I would prefer Hades. Like, it's a really beautiful soundtrack.
It is pretty good. I've heard a couple.
But have you heard Doom Eternal, though?
The little bit that Junior did.
I blast that shit in my car all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, Doom Eternal is good, but there's something in Hades that I just really enjoy their soundtrack more.
Does Hades have a death metal choir?
Yeah, actually, I think in one of the songs they do.
Bullshit.
No, they don't.
Bullshit.
Hades doesn't have a guy going.
Well, yeah, there's no fucking whatever those are called.
I'll take 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, and number 6
They
with
don't
extra
have
dip,
any
one number
Mongolian
7,
throat
2
goats.
number 45s, 1 with cheese and a large soda.
Oh my god.
That guy died.
Yeah, I know. Rest in
May
peace.
he rest in peace.
I think his
Yeah.
name was like Nature or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, his name had Nature in it. But yeah, for Game of the Year, the nominees were Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, and Hades, with The Last of Us winning.
This
Fucking
is so sad.
fucking robbery, dude. Doom Eternal didn't win a single nomination.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
Despacito. Despacito.
Oh my
The
god.
final boss in Hades has
Puerto Rico?
really, really good soundtrack.
The final boss in The Last of Us is horrible.
I am very sorry.
Who was it? What was it? Oh, it was Abby, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a fucking slow ass fist fight with Abby in the water.
Ugh, real sad boy hours.
And she's a horrible character too. Fuck her. But not like the way the dude fucked her in the game. Like slit her throat kind of fucker.
Either way, she's getting fucked.
Why are her titties the only one we see in that whole franchise?
What?
So here is the soundtrack for the final boss. I'm gonna slap it in here. It's really, really good.
I'll be sure to not listen to that later.
Okay, I just wanted to, just let you know.
While we're on this topic, I put on here random games we played when we were little. Do you guys have like any non-popular games that you just remember playing a lot back then?
Like back when we were little kids?
Like kids?
Yeah. Like maybe when you were before 10.
That would be Super Mario Brothers 3.
Wait, I don't think... You don't mean like video games, do you?
Yeah, video games.
Oh, video games?
Yeah.
Shit. I only remember playing Super Mario's 3, like, a lot.
Well, if back then we didn't play not popular video games because our parents would buy them and they would only buy the ones that they knew.
Mm-hmm.
For example, my dad actually did play a lot of Mario when he was growing up. So when we got our Nintendo, he bought Mario.
Yeah, because during work, I think it was last week or a few days ago, the soundtrack for these random games would just pop into my head out of nowhere. Like, I'll be just on the floor doing my thing, and I'll just remember a random song from a game I played when I was like 8. And I'm like, oh, damn, you know what? It was a slapper back then. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the game Robotech Battlecry.
I have not.
No.
It's a Gundam game, but it's based off an anime. And back then it was really cool because you had this Gundam, and it would be, you would have 3 formations. You have the robot mode where you turn into the robot, and then you have a jet mode, which you turn into a jet. So it's like you're made for flying in the air, high speed, that kind of stuff. And then you have a guardian mode, which is a hybrid of the Gundam mode and the jet mode. So like you'd have a slower agility of the jet mode, but you still have the firepower capabilities of the Gundam mode.
Okay.
And it's really cool. You would pilot this like red one for the entire campaign. You have missions in the air, and then you have missions like in the city, and the city would be like full of buildings and shit, but it'd be there'd be like no civilians, and you just have to destroy these robots. It's like such a Saturday morning cartoon kind of game where like the bad guys are just bad for being bad, and they would just like attack cities, and your job is to like protect them. I just remember like every time you'd shoot at the buildings, they would take visible damage, and then they would eventually collapse, and the main character will say some cheesy shit like, "There goes the neighborhood," or "That's coming out of my paycheck." But yeah, there's a training mode that was in the game, and it had this banger. It goes like dun 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 dun. It's, oh man, I feel like replaying that game just to listen to the music.
I can't think of a game that I used to play a lot as a kid that was not popular or obscure. But I do remember there was this demo disc that I used to play all the time. Did you ever have a demo disc growing up?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I think I know which
So-
one you're talking about, Junior.
For those who don't know, video game demos have been a thing even since before the internet. And they used to come in these demo discs where there were multiple playable demos in just a singular disc. And those were the advertisements for upcoming games. And there was this one in particular, a demo disc for the PS1 that had this game on it. And I don't know what it was called, but the whole demo was basically just like a cutscene. And I think the demo itself was meant to be a tech demo, because I remember thinking to myself, playing it as a kid, that this game looks super realistic. And the whole demo basically was like a medieval setting, and you were just some dude that like was walking around, and it was like a castle, and you were out in the courtyard, and then you were out with like the horses. Then eventually he'd go into like this tower, and he was like climbing these stairs, and then you eventually reach this like dungeon area where it's all dark and scary. And the demo always ended with some random skeleton monster popping out and killing that character.
Oh my god, yes. And the soundtrack is going through my, it's like a ominous like
Like a medieval like doo doo doo. Yeah. And the scream that skeleton made every time it came out to kill the dude would haunt me in my nightmares.
It was
It
like,
was like it was like this high pitched like
it's like a, yeah, it was terrible. Like, I'm doing research right now because I'm trying to figure out the name of that fucking game. It really did haunt us. I remember that.
I just remember it would always scare us, and we'd always come back and watch it again.
Yeah, like we were like fucking addicted to it.
Another demo on that same disc was a demo for the Atlantis video game. And it was just a single level, but I remember playing that a lot. And it was just like a third person like platformer where we had to like collect some stuff in the level and then like get to the end. Some other just random shit. There was some dogfighting game where you're like in a jet flying around doing dogfights.
It sounds like Ace Combat or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. It was first person. It played kind of similarly to that new Star Wars like Squadron game that came out. played kind of like that.
Yeah, there's another game that I played back then. It was called Gunmetal. And wouldn't you know it, it's another game where you play as a robot that has two formations, the jet mode and a Gundam mode.
Of course.
But that one was a lot more like less anime and more like sci-fi. That game was just addicting to me cuz you had like different weapons for both your jet and your Gundam mode. And the transformation is a lot more like fluid, and you have like missiles, and there are these. So in the first mission, you're defending this place from like a I don't even know what they are. They're not aliens. They're like robots or some shit. They're attacking a farm, and there's livestock there. And if you're in robot mode and you run into one of the dinosaurs, it just blows up into red chunks. But if you shoot it with bullets, it has a little animation of like the dinosaur like falling to the ground, and then after like maybe 5 seconds, it transforms into a skeleton.
Nice.
I used to kill the dinosaurs a lot. I'd be like, ooh, let's see what happens if I do this.
Oh, speaking of dinosaurs, actually, you reminded me. I used to play a game called Turok.
Oh, I've seen that game.
Yeah, I never owned it myself, but my Avi had a Turok. We used to play that. Man, what a game!
I've never really like. Is it you just hunt down dinosaurs? Is that it?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't
It's-
remember a lot, but I remember being a lot of fun.
It's kind of like Call of Duty Zombies, but you hold out against dinosaurs instead of zombies.
Well, it's like an actual like you go through like levels, and you can like wander around like this huge area, like a big jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game was fun. Really hard though. I could never like get far in it.
Wonder what happens if we go back to those games today. We probably
We
like
dominate.
breeze through them. Yeah.
We'd
Yeah,
be fucking unstoppable.
We'll be undefeatable.
I'm gonna have to do some research for this game because now that soundtrack is running through my head, but I don't know what the fuck it is.
Good luck.
Man.
Because even back when we played it on the demo disc, I never knew what that game was called.
What? Oh man, how would you even find a game like that? Do you just type in like medieval game demo disc into Google or something?
I'm actually going through the demo discs playlist for the PS1.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
okay.
probably be a little bit easier than just looking up like a list of all the games, basically.
Google every video game ever made.
98? I think we were too young by then.
But yeah,
Like
you
it
go.
came out in 98?
Yeah.
Well, just because something came out in 98 doesn't mean we had to have experienced it in 98. We could have gone it a little bit later. Like, I would have been 1 in 98, but I remember playing this game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, speaking
Well,
of
yeah,
games,
I'm going to have to do research on it because there's a fuck ton.
Oh, I just remembered another game I used to play a lot as a kid. And I still have this game, actually. Oh, you know what? 2 games.
Is it Ape Escape?
No. They're both fighting games. It's the Inuyasha Feudal Fairy Tale fighting game
Yeah.
and the X-Men Mutant Academy fighting game. Both on the PS1.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
We used to play the shit out of those games.
Actually, that's true. Inuyasha was a fun game for us. I remember playing a lot of Ape Escape.
Ape Escape is hard.
Talk about a frustrating game. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Kojima loves that game.
It is so fucking difficult, dude.
Yeah, he even put an Ape Escape Easter egg in one of his Metal Gear games, didn't he?
Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video on that.
The fighting game that I grew up with was, I don't know if I brought this up before, but it was Capcom versus SNK 2.
You have, yeah. Well, I don't know if you have on the podcast, but you have to us.
Yeah, it's, you got people like Ryu, Kuma, Ken, Chun-Li, what's that girl's name, Sakura? And then you have SNK fighters like, is it Terry? The guy who's like, photo away! How about that?
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah, I had him, had other
How does he go?
SNK characters. Huh?
How does he go?
He goes like, how about that?
I love it.
Power attack!
But yeah, that game had some pretty cool interactions. If you pick Ken and Terry on the same stage, the scene starts with Ken holding Terry's hat, and then he like throws it at him, and then Terry catches it and puts it on, and then they start fighting. But yeah, the two characters that I always played as in that game were Blanca and Zangief.
What a combo.
I love Zangief.
Yeah, and I know you could pick 3 characters, but I keep forgetting who my third was. But for Blanca, so on the Xbox, there's this play style, because you could choose different play styles when you're selecting your character. But if you just click the right stick in any direction, you get to do a special without needing to do like the forward, down, diagonal, and then punch or whatever. So if you just like flick the right stick in any direction, you do an automatic special. And the one I would always use is Blanca's attack, where he like curls into a ball and he just launches forward, and he just goes like, "Hoo, hoo, hoo,
Of course he did.
And
Junior.
I did the same thing with Zangief, except he was obviously a grabber, so he would grab you and then do a pile driver, and he does the same voice line. Ha! Hoo-rah! Ha! Hoo-rah! I would breeze through the game.
So, do you remember, Junior, that I was like, yeah, there's this game where the character is like a skeleton knight kind of thing, and you go through the castle and stuff. I just saw in this demo disc what it's called.
Yeah, I know that game. What's it called?
It is called Medieval.
Medieval. That's
Medieval?
right. Yes, I've looked this up before.
Yes.
That was another game on the demo disc we used to play all the time, and I loved playing that game. But then we ended up losing that demo disc.
Yes, it's called Medieval. You're like a skeleton armor dude going through the castle. You have this like weird ass animations. Your eyes fucking pop out of your socket and shit like that.
Oh, I gotta look up how much this game costs.
Is
But
that the one that you're referring to?
No, that's something different. I have to look for it because it was like Resident Evil kind of thing, that kind of animation and graphics. And you're walking super slowly. You hear your footsteps. They're super loud and echoey. And yeah, that skeleton thing like comes and attacks you, and then the game is over.
No, that demo is not this. But this is another game.
Yeah, so I just happened to find this game that I was talking about to Junior a while ago, and I was like, oh my god, this is the game!
Apparently there was a remake to this game actually on the PS4.
There is?
They remade it, yeah. It's only $20. Much cheaper than getting the PS1 version for $100.
Damn.
Might just do that. Because I've always wanted to play this game, and I never got to. There was a second one?
What?
Medieval
Is it
2?
Medieval 2?
Medievaler.
The medievaling. But no, the one that I was talking about with the demo of you walking through like the castle escape was different.
Should remain nameless.
I hope not, dude. I want to know what it's called.
Damn, it's really bugging me now. I hear the soundtrack, the eerie soundtrack. I see the fucking game. It's like bugging me.
I'm sure if you like type in PS1 demo disc on YouTube, you might be able to find some gameplay or something.
It's gonna take so. It wasn't for the PS2, it's for the PS1, I think.
Yeah, it was PS1.
Yeah, so it's gonna take me a long time. This is something I can do, off mic.
But going back to what you were saying, Francisco, I used to play Mario. I used to play Marvel vs. Capcom at Mario's house.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that were always on my team were Spider-Man and Wolverine, because those are my two favorite Marvel characters.
Spider-Man's always favorite, yeah.
And the third player was just always whoever.
I only ever played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and this is back then before I ever played online, but my main team was always Dante, Virgil, and Trish.
Solid setup.
Yeah, boy, except for when you do their supers all at the same time, because Trish's super would get in the way of Dante's finisher blast with Ebony and Ivory. So I switched Trish with Chris Redfield, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Did he boulder punch?
Nah, he just launched a grenade.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
He
damn.
pulls out a grenade launcher. He just like shoots it a few times, but it wouldn't get in the way of Dante's. So I'm like, all right, you stay.
It's like Snake's final smash.
Oh yeah, from Brawl, I totally forgot about that.
Isn't that what it is in Ultimate as well?
I don't know what Snake's final smash in Ultimate is, but in Brawl, he like gets on the chopper and he has a grenade launcher.
Oh, yeah. There's like crosshairs that go like all over the screen. You can like fucking shoot nades at people.
Yeah,
That's right.
because I'm pretty sure that Ultimate wouldn't have a final smash like that since they want everything to be like, quick. Like Donkey Kong and Little Mac's Ultimate Smashes are pretty much the same thing, just a flurry of punches.
No, in Brawl, you would play the bongos with Donkey Kong, and he goes.
Yeah,
But
But I'm talking about Ultimate,
He's
though.
talking about Ultimate.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was like comparing the two.
I remember Donkey Kong's final smash in Brawl. I used to be a pro at it. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, and then he claps.
Clapping cheeks.
I always loved the Landmaster final smash.
We're going to have fun with this thing.
And then when they stand on top of your cannon, all you have to do is just fly. And you take... Kills them instantly.
Star KO.
Yep. But I do love the Star Fox final smashes in Ultimate, though. Star Fox, fire at will.
Okay, I want to talk about this before we forget to talk about it. You posted a thing here, Francisco. Lindsay Shaw, what is that?
I think
Lindsay
that's a
Shaw-
person, isn't it?
Yeah, she's one of the actors from the show Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Did you guys ever see that growing up?
Yeah.
It was
You didn't?
No, I don't remember anything from it.
it
Oh,
was
shit, yeah.
it was a kids show on Nickelodeon, and it's a group of 3 friends, and they try to like teach you how to survive middle school by giving you like tips, notes, that kind of stuff. But it was a comedic show, and it had the voice actor for Cosmo. He was in the show, and he played this janitor named Gordy, and he was like super funny because obviously like he's just meant for comedic roles like Cosmo, Jorgen von Strangle, Timmy Turner. You have broken the rules.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was a friend group of Ned, another guy named Cookie, who was supposed to be like a cyborg kind of guy, and their friend Mose, who was a girl, and Mose is played by Lindsay Shaw.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know where you're going with this.
Yeah, they recently started a podcast called I think it's just called Ned Declassified. And it's the trio. And they're just like, they have a podcast, they talk about whatever. And Lindsay Shaw, during one of the episodes, was talking about how...
yeah, that is where we're going with this.
Yeah, you probably saw it.
Uh-huh.
This was her exact phrasing that she said on the podcast. She said, I must have ran through every single cast member before I landed on Devin, who was the main character, Ned. And these guys were, what? They were 15.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
when they were filming, they would have been like 14 to 16 age range.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she just meant like dating wise, but she phrased it, I must have ran through every guy before landing on Ned. And eventually they started talking about like, I don't know why Lindsay brought up the relationship that her and Devin had back then, but she was like, do you remember that? And Devin's like, remember what? And she was like, BJ. And Devin's like, I do actually. And Lindsay was like, after that day, I lost so much like confidence in myself and stuff like that. And he's like, why? Well, because you didn't finish. And the entire time, Devin's like, are we really talking about that on the podcast? It was just really like, is that something you can bring up on a podcast? You know, everyone listening is probably like grew up with the show, and they're talking about this kind of stuff. It's like, some of this stuff really should have stayed like, you know, not made public.
Everyone's shipping dreams for Ned and Moe's came true.
Yeah, but in this case, it wasn't like on camera.
Yeah, basically, she was just talking about all the wild sex they had.
Yeah.
Sounds
Because
like
they
a great
mentioned-
time.
Because she
And-
also mentioned like another like sexual encounter they had like in the back of his car and stuff like that too.
Yeah, Ned was, or Mose was like, which BJ do you remember? The one on the couch? And it's like, no, it was the one in the back of your car. Why are we talking about this on the podcast?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, she's wild.
Yeah.
I heard she got into some, just like life problems after Ned's Declassified ended. Like Ned and Cookie were still able to like land acting jobs while Lindsay Shaw was really struggling with stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess she seems okay.
Nah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. It's like, why are you bringing these things up? You know, if it was like an actual topic for the podcast, like, oh, this is what the podcast is, we talk about nothing but like sex and sex stories and experiences and all that, then yeah, okay, go for it. That's, you already built up the audience. That's what they're here for. But come on, man, we're talking about this TV show that we used to watch when we were kids.
Yeah, it is super random. It kind of feels like she wanted to bring it up just to kind of flex on all the girls that have a crush on them.
Probably. Or she just was, she didn't have the awareness.
That too.
But that was pretty much it for that.
Did you see what Ruby posted in the Discord?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So
Oh,
we're
I
just
do.
going to transition from that then. Did you hear about Panera Bread's lemonade killing people?
Lemonade?
Yeah.
How is lemonade killing people? Allergies?
So I watched a video about this just a couple days ago, or just yesterday, I think it was. But basically, Panera Bread came out with this lemonade called the Charged Lemonade, and apparently it's just a lemonade with a bunch of caffeine in it, but it wasn't labeled as an energy drink or as a drink that has a lot of caffeine in it. And so 2 people who have heart conditions that shouldn't be drinking or consuming a lot of caffeine died because they drank it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, to my knowledge, it was like a middle-aged man and then like a pretty young woman who had died because they both had heart conditions and were just not aware that the drink had caffeine in it.
Damn, that's freaking crazy. And it's supposed to be like a lemonade. Like just
Yeah.
a lemonade. Just imagine you were thirsty that day. You had no idea the lemonade had caffeine. So after you finish 1 cup, you go for a refill.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to like the dude. Like he had finished it and then like went and got a refill and he'd done it like a couple of times.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy. And
Try
of course,
scooping an entire tub of pre-workout.
pretty much. And of course, the family's suing, and Panera Bread came out with a statement basically saying, according to our own personal research, we feel that our drink is not responsible for these people's death.
Panera's like, get rigged.
Yeah, but they are actively being sued right now, though.
Damn. When was this?
Just within this past week, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, this is like current events.
Yeah, because I saw Critical made a video on it, and that's how I found out.
Oh, man. Feel bad for the families.
Yeah, that shit fucking sucks, dude.
Man, that's just... Yeah, they really should have done something with that. They probably, like, shouldn't place it in the the drink dispensers, or if they have like the little you know how they like brew lemonade in that separate thing, and you just gotta press the lever and you get the lemonade.
Yeah.
They probably should have like sold it over the counter or something.
I don't know how it was sold, if it was in one of those containers or if it was over the counter or not. But regardless, like, this is a situation that could have easily have been, avoided if they had just labeled it as something with caffeine in it, which it apparently isn't.
Well, that's on Panera. Panera's the in the wrong here.
I feel like they deserve it. Whatever happens, Panera deserves it.
I was about to say, who deserves it?
They're gonna go bankrupt, dude. It reminds me of this TikTok that I saw, and it's like, if Disney lost their licenses, and he's like, "Yo, you guys got Mickey Mouse?" Like, no, we got Ricky Rat.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the person that made that video, but that shit was hilarious.
Dude, I heard Mickey Mouse is going to become
Playable in Smash?
Well, maybe public domain. Because
there's no way.
Because there's this law that after 100 years, a IP will become public domain. Which is what happened to Winnie the Pooh, which is why that Winnie the Pooh movie, horror movie, exists.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah. The only reason why that movie even exists was because Winnie the Pooh hit its 100-year mark, and it became public domain. And to my knowledge, Mickey Mouse is getting close to the 100-year mark. I think it's just within the next few years.
Well, don't you think that Disney's gonna buy out the public domain again, before it even expires?
Well, I think the law makes it to where they can't. They can no longer own it after the 100-year mark.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because Disney owns Mickey Mouse. I mean, not Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh. Wouldn't they have done the same thing to Winnie the Pooh?
Fucking Mickey Mouse.
You do have a point there. Yo, that means we're gonna get a Mickey Mouse horror movie.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, it's called Bendy and the Ink Machine. Hello.
Oh shit, you right?
Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Slaughter.
Mickey Mouse and the Slaughterhouse.
Get your shotgun, Goofy. We're going hunting.
Nah, Goofy's not public domain yet. You got to give him another 10 years.
Wait, what about Pluto?
What about who?
Pluto.
I don't know.
Wait, does that mean that eventually Superman is also going to be public domain?
I think, yeah, at some point everything will just become public domain.
What are some IPs that currently have public domain? So, Winnie the Pooh. Hold on, I need to look this up. This is interesting.
Well, I mean, I know there's things that have been created that have just been openly put out to the public just because of the creator didn't care for it or sold it or whatever the case may be. But that was a thing I heard back in earlier this year, but I don't know how true it is.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland is public domain.
We could finally fuck up that Queen of Hearts.
Oh, that makes sense because
that's why they made that Alice in Wonderland video game.
Not just that too, but there was that movie remake with what the fuck is it called? Johnny Depp.
Oh, wasn't that made by Disney?
Was it?
Yeah, because Johnny Depp played the Mad Hatter, right?
Yeah, he did.
No, but there's also what's it called? It's an Alice in Wonderland video game, and she
Alice in Darkness or something like that.
I think so.
Oh,
it's the cover art is.
Is
it that?
Alice Madness Returns. Yeah, that's what it is. I played it on Xbox. It's really, really fun.
Is it the one with her holding the knife? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Fucking Pinocchio should be public domain because Lies of P's exist. And then all the other Pinocchio movies that came out.
That newer one is really good, actually. I'm very surprised how much I did enjoy it the more I think about it.
All right, here's some public domains that everyone would know. A Christmas Carol.
Okay.
Count Dracula.
Okay, yeah.
Frankenstein's Monster.
Of course, uh-huh.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Okay.
The Jungle Book.
Okay.
Peter Pan.
Okay. Oh,
Peter-
that makes sense.
Yeah. Peter Rabbit.
Okay.
Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Tarzan.
Mm-hmm.
The Three Musketeers.
Hey.
Oh, Treasure Island. Wait, what?
Okay.
Really? No, it's got to be a different Treasure Island. I'm thinking of the animated movie. Or maybe it is. Who knows?
Are you thinking of Treasure Planet?
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, it was like Treasure Island. What the fuck?
Treasure Continent. That's the one.
Oh, yeah, it's Treasure County.
War of the Worlds. Yo, that means someone can easily make a War of the Worlds like video game. That'd be pretty cool.
Something tells me it already exists, but I'm not sure.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Makes sense.
And Winnie the Pooh. I did not see Pinocchio on here.
Strange.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
That means technically there's a horror movie for everything on here. They can make a Peter Pan horror film.
So I just looked this up. According to Google, on January 1st, 2024, the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse specifically will become public domain. However, the modern version of Mickey Mouse will not be.
Oh, that makes sense. I wonder when that domain will open up.
Probably not for another 30 years, because I think that's around the time they would have made the modern version of him.
Who's that dancing down the street? I like that song from Mickey Mouse.
I don't know what the fuck you were just singing.
Back then, I my parents owned a video cassette of Mickey Mouse's like greatest moments. And it started off with a little song that like showcased all of the episodes. And the song that would play, it was like, who's that dancing down the street? Da 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 da. Mickey.
Huh, never heard of that.
It was pretty catchy. I love that song. I grew up with it. Hey, Mickey, it sure is no surprise.
It's the Mickey Mouse House Club. Come inside, it's fun inside.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you're so fine, you're blowing my mind,
Hot
Mickey.
dog! Hot dog, hot diggity dog!
Okay, so we got a couple of rapid fire topics we can get through. Francisco, updates on Attack on Titan and Avatar?
I was about to text you this, Ruby. I was gonna be like, now I know why you keep quoting, like, the boulder is conflicted. Every time I hear that, I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about?
Oh my god.
And I finally saw the episode where Toph is introduced, and he fights the boulder.
He fights the boulder?
The boulder's no longer
She fights the boulder.
on hitting
The
little
boulder
girl.
is conflicted about fighting the blind girl.
Dude, my favorite part about the episode is Sokka getting into the fights.
Yeah.
And actually, like, rooting for the boulder. And
Yeah.
everything.
when they drop, like, the bounty letter, it's like, oh, we'll return Toph if you pay us 2,000 gold coins. And Sokka reads it and he's like, oh my god, we got an autograph from the boulder! Yes.
Sokka's fucking great.
Yeah, Sokka's amazing in that.
I love that. That's a great episode, too.
The boulder is conflicted. They fucking have, like, the luchador mask and shit.
Did you finish that episode? So you saw, like, the fight at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah, that part's badass.
Toph is a badass.
Toph is good. She definitely has her moments where it's like, you know, she has her personality, right? But that's what's good about her.
I'm trying to remember, like, other parts of that episode. Because, that was a really good episode. And it had multiple funny moments that had me laughing out loud.
There's that part when they're at the dinner, and Toph is, like, fucking with Aang. And he's,
Oh,
like, showing
yeah.
off his, like, airbending skills.
Oh, it's at the end of the episode when all of the Earthbenders get together and they're trying to fight Aang. And Aang's like, I need Toph's help. And Toph's parents are like, she's weak, fragile, can't fight. Bitch.
No fame, no money, no bitches, no scholarship.
No brother.
You expect my blind girl to help you?
She's weak and fragile, and when they were listing that shit off, I was like, damn, they're really roasting her right now.
She got no social security. Yeah, that's a fucking. You're starting to get to the meat and potatoes of Avatar now.
Yeah, I really did enjoy the part when she was asking for the Earthbender belt back, and then just fell on her head.
Oh, right before they set off with the gang.
Appa? Yeah. Oh yeah,
so
I wanted.
That should be like what? That's like episode 1 or 2 of season 2.
Oh no, dude, this is like episode 6.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah, because the first like 4 episodes are about well, the first 2 are like Aang trying to control the Avatar state, but with little success. And they're trying to find this Earthbender master. And they go to like King Boomy, but King Boomy's like, "Oh, I can't be your master." And then focuses on Azula trying to capture Zuko and Iroh, but then they escape, so now they become fugitives, and they spend like a few episodes kind of like being nomads.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to the episode where Zuko tells Iroh, like, I think it's not a good idea to like be together anymore. And that's like episode 6.
Okay. I remember now, yeah. Dude, that part hit me hard.
Yeah, but Iroh was like, wait. And then they like bring over the giant chicken. I don't even know what kind of animal that is. It just looks like a giant chicken.
That's a chocobo.
It's a chocobo.
It's a chocobo, yeah. I was about to say that.
Po? A po? Chocobo?
A chocobo. I had a friend named Jacobo once.
Chocobo. Chocobo.
I had a coworker named Jacob we used to call Jacoby.
Obi-Wan Jacoby.
Oh, how does that song go? I have a chocobo. He is my friend. Some shit like that.
Dude, you just
The
unlocked
Chocobo
another
song.
memory.
Yeah, I think it's called a chocobo song.
You just unlocked like 10 years of YouTube knowledge right now.
65 years in the past, I won the Civil War with my beard. Now I'm here to whoop your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys know it, right?
I mean, I know it, but
All right, cool.
I don't like that one.
Well, why not?
I just don't think it's as good as the other ones.
Well, okay, well, back then, it was, like, good. They don't hold up against the ones now.
Well, no, even back then I didn't really like it.
Oh, let me guess. You were one of those people that enjoyed Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs.
No, I don't like that one either.
Stephen Hawking versus Einstein.
That's a good one.
The one that I really enjoyed was Master Chief versus Leonidas.
Yeah, I don't like that one either.
Which ones did you like back then?
Well, I didn't really keep up with them after a while. So I watched a lot of like the very first ones that came out, and those were the ones that I really liked. What was it? Justin Bieber versus Beethoven.
That's a good one.
Dr. Seuss and Shakespeare.
Would not, could not on a boat.
Yeah, that one.
Read Ed on the board as plays your role.
What's the Stephen Hawking? Was the other one?
There are 10 million.
Mr. Rogers and Mr. T. Those were pretty much the only ones I actually enjoyed back then, and then I kind of just didn't keep up with it after that.
I think I kept up a lot with them in season 3 and 4. That's when they came out with the Russians, Rasputin versus Stalin, and it had like 5 other Russians in there.
I do like that one now. I didn't know that until you showed it to me like a year ago, but I do like that one.
Yeah, I love that one. And also, there's the oh man, what are the good ones on there? Obviously, Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
I think that's their most popular one.
Actually, I don't know.
I'll look it up.
I think the most popular one might be Mr. Rogers versus Mr. T.
I don't think that's the most popular one.
No, Francisco's right. It is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the first video that I saw by them. And this was, of course, during the time of the presidential, like, thing. And it was just really funny to watch. If that one introduced me, I can't imagine countless other people who that was their first rap battle video, too.
My favorite of all time is the Artists versus TMNT rap battle.
Yeah, that one is pretty good.
Because not only is the music itself really good, but it also had YouTubers that I really liked at the time in it. Good Mythical Morning and Smosh.
Is Good Mythical Morning Red and Link?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were just Epic Lloyd and what's his name? Nice Peter.
I don't know their names.
Yeah, those are the guys. Those are the guys. I know them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know them. I saw them the other day. I hit them up. We're streaming.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another good one actually is Ronald McDonald versus the Burger King.
I've never even seen that one.
I've shown you it before. You just don't remember it.
That means I didn't like it.
Oh no, it was good. You liked it. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Next time I see you, I'll pull it up. I won't even say how. I'm just gonna show you the video. With my cats.
Yeah, I need to test it out. I need to test out the miasma.
Meow, meow,
There you
meow,
go.
meow.
Shio just looks at you with holding a knife. Like, this bitch is gonna get it one way or another.
I'm gonna get shanked in the hood. But what's your Attack on Titan update here?
All right, we're on season 4. We got the whole lore with Marley and Eldian culture, whatever. And Eren just like declared war on the world. And now they're talking about like, oh, what are we gonna do with Eren? And he's like,
kill that
locked up.
bitch.
What?
You're gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Oh, I thought you. I heard bridge. I'm like, what bridge?
We're gonna kill that bridge.
The enemy
And
is
the
building a
ladder.
bridge. I don't know if you guys saw that
Do
video.
not let the enemy build that bridge.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Junior?
I actually used to play a lot of it.
Really? Call of Duty Vanguard?
No, World War II.
Oh, I wonder if... Oh, I think it came back for Vanguard.
I
the
think
act-
they brought it back. Yeah.
Because the
But I-
Ackman had an entire compilation of everyone like, the enemy is building a bridge!
Yeah, if it was that one in particular, I think it was World War II. The war game mode. I used to play that a lot. I actually liked World War II when everybody was shitting on it.
Godzilla's approaching the generator. The generator is losing power. Oh man, I was gonna bring
What were we
something
talking
up.
about?
Attack
Oh,
on
yeah,
Titan.
Attack on
Attack on
Titan.
Titan. Yeah. You know, yeah. Anyways, yeah. They're trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Eren. Levi is like supervising Zeke. And Gabby and Falco, the two kids from Marley, they're like running away from the castle and they're seeking refuge in Sasha's farmhouse. And
yeah.
that's where we are in the story. I think I was looking at the episode list. I'm 5 episodes away from finishing part 1 of the final season.
Okay. Yeah. You're getting to the part where it's gonna be like you're getting pretty close to like the what the fuck parts of the show.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Bro, the show has like 10 what the fuck parts.
Well, the what the fucks of
Well-
season 4, I should say, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like season 4 is just explosive. Like it has a pretty explosive start with the whole stuff with Marley. Then it slows down, and then it explodes again, and then it slows down, and then it explodes again, and then it doesn't stop exploding till the very end.
You're describing my normal masturbation routine.
What the fuck?
Well, goddamn, boy.
Explosions? You should
No.
probably get that checked out.
No, it's well received. I assure you.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, it
Anyways.
has its slow parts, and then it explodes, and then it goes back to being slow, and then it explodes.
My point being, you're eventually going to get to the point where you're going to want to continue watching. It's going to be hard to stop.
That's how it's been, dude. Because we've been watching Attack on Titan for maybe a few weeks, and every day we watch like 4 or 5 episodes. And in fact, the other day we didn't go to bed till like 1:30 in the morning because we were just watching Attack on Titan, and we weren't even tired. We had to look at the clock and be like, "Oh fuck, it's already 1 in the morning."
Yeah, but these last parts are really going to be like, holy shit, we got to keep going though.
Oh boy! Good thing the entire thing is already done. I only remember watching up to the end of part 1, season 4, and then that's when I'm like, "Oh, now we gotta wait 2 years for part 2." I'm like, "Oh, part 2 wasn't it. Now we gotta wait for part 3." And after that, I'm just like, "Man, fuck you guys. I'm just gonna watch it when it's all done." No, actually, for the longest time, I forgot Attack on Titan even existed. And whenever I think about it, I always think of season 1. Because it's like, yeah, because it's like what I grew up watching is season 1 of Attack on Titan. So they have like their OG ODM gear with the cadet coats, and they're like fighting in the city, trying to seal the hole in the wall.
Crazy to think that Attack on Titan's anime came out 10 years ago when we were in high school, and we're still watching it as fully grown adults with jobs and shit.
Oh man.
How does that make you feel old?
Pretty damn old.
Damn.
Man.
I wonder if this is how they felt watching Dragon Ball.
Oh, now that's a long fucking show.
I feel like it's different with shonen though. Would you consider Attack on Titan a shonen?
I don't know if it's technically a shonen. I mean, shonens are just like...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, a shonen is basically just an action anime meant for, like, middle-aged men. Or not middle-aged, like, teenage men.
Adolescents.
Yeah. I don't know if Attack on Titan really fits that category.
Yeah, because...
I mean, if it's just action with adolescent characters, Attack on Titan does fit that.
Yeah, but it's not like every single episode has action in it.
Not every single one has to. Look at fucking Naruto.
Oh, that's fucking true.
Yeah, you do got a point there. But I mean, another example, like Junior, would you consider Berserk to be a shonen?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I think what makes Berserk not a shonen is its gore. It's just very gory, and definitely has a lot more adult themes. Because I'm pretty sure shonens are meant to be specifically targeted towards like teenage men, like boys.
Okay, so here's kind of like a definition. Boys comics, also romanticized as shonen, is an editorial category of Japanese comics targeting an audience of adolescent boys.
Well,
yeah, I don't think I consider Berserk in that category.
I wouldn't either, honestly. I feel like it's more in the horror aspect, and which because of that, it shouldn't be a shonen.
It's definitely like a horror action.
Yeah, because Attack on Titan, like, even as adults, like, it's really captivating. It has mature themes, so I wouldn't consider Attack on Titan a shonen.
Attack on Titan is also pretty gory too.
Yeah, it does have some really bizarre moments where I have to like wince.
But I don't feel like it's horror. It's just really gory, right?
It's got horror elements for sure. Like that one part when they have no ODM gear, and then like it's like dark out, and what's his name, Reiner? Reiner's got his torch and he's going down the stairs and opens the door and there's just a face.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Season
that was
2,
pretty
yeah.
fucking scary.
In season 2, yeah, that part was pretty scary.
And also just like the dread that you feel when the characters just start getting slaughtered one by one. Like what was it, episode 5? When Aaron's team was getting ready to attack, and then they eat Thomas, and then Aaron tries to go for the kill, but then he gets his leg eaten, and then literally everyone one by one just starts getting like slapped and eaten.
Yeah, and then Santa shows up and he's about to eat Armin.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, hey, God. Oh, God, help us. Oh, hey. Aaron! I love you!
I mean, I could just look up Attack on Titan right now and see what genre it's considered.
It might be horror, honestly.
Let's see. Is Attack on Titan considered a shonen? Let's see what pops up here.
Horror comics.
Is Attack on Titan really a shonen anime? Attack on Titan can rightly be placed in the horror category.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, well, that answers that.
That was my 2-second Google search.
I mean, have you taken a look at some of those Titans?
Yeah, like the one with the fat ass.
Running towards the big-ass trees?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to bomb kids.
No!
I
heard Cindy
Oh,
laughing.
you did? You did?
Yeah.
I heard her
Yeah,
laughing.
that's one of her favorite parts.
Speaking of favorite parts, I was rewatching our stream while playing Lethal Company, clipping some clips. Oh my god, dude, they're so fucking funny. You should go to my Twitch and watch some of those.
I was watching that one clip that you sent in the Discord where Junior gets eaten the fuck up.
Dude, that shit was hilarious.
Dude, Daddy's losing his shit, and you're just, he's gone!
we were in the ship leaving, and then one of those eyeless dogs pulled up. We could see him like clipping through the door, and then everyone's all freaking out. And I'm like, I'll go see what's out there. And I open the door, and I get fucking munched immediately.
Oh my god, dude, you were just gone.
I don't know if you noticed in the stream, Ruby, but you and I call out Junior's name at the same time. We're like, Junior!
No, I didn't. The one though with you and me creeping through the tree man, and I told you to run, and then I fucking got ate by a dog, and then it pans back to you. You're just screaming my name, like if I'm gonna be able to do something.
Oh, is
running
that
from the tree man going, Ruby?
Yes.
Wait, no, that wasn't. Wait, hold on. We're not talking about the one where it's like the first one we encountered, and you were like, if it sees you, run.
Yes, that's the tree man. That's the one that grabbed you. And it saw you, so I started running towards us, and I was like, run, run. And I was running to the ship. I almost made it. And then around the corner was that fucking dog, and it ate me. And then it like pans over to you because I'm dead, and I just hear you calling for me, Ruby! Ruby! And then the tree man grabbed you. You're like, let go of me! To fucking ate you.
There's also the one where you ran straight into gunfire.
I was trying to look for that one, and I couldn't. But I did find the one where I almost killed Junior closing the door on him.
Dude, I wish I was recording or streaming, because the fucking POV when I was showing Francisco what a landmine was, and he fucking trips it and kills us both is fucking hilarious.
Francisco, run! Okay.
Runs to the landmine.
I thought I could outrun it. I don't know if it would work like a claymore or like a bouncing Betty.
Yeah, let me
my
crouch
God.
underneath it because it's a bouncing Betty. Dude, did I tell you about that one, Ruby? When Francisco kills both?
Yes, you told me, but I wasn't there to like catch it, so I couldn't like clip that. And I really wish that Junior was recording on his side, because when I was getting killed by the Jack-in-the-Box, I ran because I opened the door and I'm like yelling, go, 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 because I knew Junior was around me. And all of a sudden I hear him just yelling like in some other room next to me. And I'm so scared. I'm alone crying for help.
Wait, Ruby, remember when we were, all of the three of us were waiting outside the door? Junior goes in because there was some kind of monster on the other side, and then when he comes back out, he's fucking bleeding.
No! Oh yeah.
Was that you?
Holding my
have
side, just
Was
like
that someone else?
I have that clip. And it's just like, oh,
You
I
couldn't.
don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
You couldn't see yourself, Junior, but you were like slouched over, holding your side while you're bleeding.
Just fucking blood is oozing out of your body, dude. And you're just like, oh.
I would
It's the wrong house, fool.
Dude,
I got shot at. I got bit at. I was attacked. I carried Jacob's dead body in my hands.
They called my
wake
mom
up,
a
Jacob!
bitch.
Wake up!
Wake up, Jacob.
They called me maidenless.
Oh my god.
Dude, Lethal Company is such a great fucking time.
Even though the game was harder, it was definitely a lot more fun with all of us.
It's so weird. It definitely feels harder the more people you play with, which you wouldn't think it'd be.
Yeah, which is why you all should go to watch us on Twitch TV/DarkGaia21 or Twitch.tv/OkameHikaru. Watch us live. We'll be streaming Thursday. But this will be coming out way afterwards.
Well, I won't be streaming, but yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
You'll be streaming, Ruby.
I will.
I could
If I
too,
ever-
I guess.
If I ever do hop on Lethal Company with you guys, I'll be sure to stream. It'll be like a little surprise, like friends only stream.
If
Yeah,
anything,
it's
too,
just-
if you
it's
don't
just
want to
funny-
stream. Oh, sorry, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say it's just funny to get multiple POVs.
Yeah, we could do like some
I was-
kind of compilation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't want to stream to, like, not break your cycle, you could just at least, like, screen record, right? So we can just get different perspectives when someone's getting fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I have no issues with streaming off my schedule. I don't have a reason to not stream it. And besides, I can just put, like, mystery stream. I've done those before.
Ooh, mystery.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm totally down to stream Lethal Company. I won't be, like, interacting with the chat or anything like that, but just to have that recording.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, just let me know when you guys are gonna be playing, except for Thursday. That's literally the only night that I'm not available.
It just happens to be Thursday works because Jacob's last day of work is Thursday, so you can stay up Thursday night. This coming weekend on Friday, I'm leaving to Payson to get the rest of my stuff.
I thought you cleared out
And-
completely last week.
I was supposed to, but then we got the call about my husband's uncle dying. And so we didn't do it then, so I re-rented the truck for this coming weekend for us to go up and take care of that.
Okay.
And then Sunday, we're going out to do an event with my family. So we didn't do it then. And Jacob can't stay up because then he works the next morning on Monday. So it just happens to be Thursdays is like the time to be able to hop on with Jacob.
Thursday's just the best day for everybody except you, basically.
And it would have been a fine like day for me, but it just so happened to pick up a shift.
Fat rip in the chat, homie.
I mean, if you ever want to play Junior with Danny, I'm free.
I mean, yeah, any other day, like, even if we don't get a full group, I should be free to play. You just let me know.
I mean, I'm not doing anything Friday.
I'm not doing anything tonight.
Hey, me neither.
Yes, you are. We're recording this shit.
But afterwards.
Afterwards, I'm going to the bathroom because I've been holding a pee for an hour, and then we're going to bed.
We?
Or Junior's going to bed. Ruby, you might stay up.
Hey.
That's a fair point.
If Danny's
can
not
play.
asleep already, you know.
That bitch never sleeps, and when he's asleep, he never wakes up.
You just did like several contradictions there.
He never sleeps, but when he does, he never wakes up.
So it's like, what the fuck? What is
Either
it then?
Always asleep or always awake. It's one of the two.
No, he's just a fucking night owl. He goes to sleep really, really late.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot to tell you. This is kind of important, but for Baldur's Gate 3 on the Xbox at least, I don't know about anything else. you know how there's multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, something's wrong with that shit. Because as soon as you press multiplayer, it takes you to a screen that says finding lobbies. And it takes forever to, like, load up a lobby list. So your game just stays stuck in finding lobbies, and there's no way to back out.
That's kind of whack.
Yeah, so I think at this point, there's no way to, like, actually do multiplayer for Baldur's Gate 3. Just letting you guys know.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Also, I don't know if they didn't optimize it right for the Xbox, but I have been running into, like, some bugs. And one of them was actually kind of funny, but at the same time it was kind of bullshit because it made me do a game over. But there's a part in the game where you, like, there's a crack on the floor, a stone floor, and there's a boulder on top, and you have to, like, use it to break the floor, and then you can go down. My entire party spawned on the, like, inside the little area, but one of them was stuck somewhere, like, up above. And when it came to her turn to attack this person, she fell to her death.
Oh! Wah, wah.
So as soon as it became her turn, she fell, and then it's the turn for someone else. I'm like, God damn it.
That sucks.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
I had a reload to save for that one, but I mean, like, it's not unplayable, but it does have its few gripes.
Well,
Oh.
no game is perfect.
Oh my god, dude.
That's not true. Look at Hi-Fi Rush.
I don't
just,
know.
dude, you just reminded me of some bullshit because you were talking about that. I will not say it this podcast because it will take me way too long, but Ni no Kuni fucking sucks.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. In nice ways, Junior really fucking hates Ni no
Oh,
Kuni.
that's that one RPG.
Yes, you just reminded me of it.
He
But that's for next week.
What's the thug notes?
Game poorly designed, very frustrating.
Okay. I guess it'll have to wait for next week then.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking tear a new asshole into this game next week.
Yeah, it's even watching the boss fight he's in right now. I think it's the final boss fight. It's wow, dude. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 had a really bad time.
It is the final boss. It's the final phase of the final boss, and it pisses me off to no end.
Yeah. Terrible, terrible design. I can't believe a second one was made. I don't think Junior's gonna play it.
Well, it could be like one of those that it builds upon the first game and makes the second game even better.
Well, apparently the second game is better, and I was already planning on playing it anyways, just because, you know, that fucking oath I made to myself where I have to complete every game I play. Which is the only reason why I'm even... First it was Dragon Quest 11, now it's this.
Yeah.
It sounds like some
you
kind of
pick-
curse.
You pick long RPGs for this oath.
Okay, but on the bright side, Ni no Kuni wasn't nearly as long as Dragon's Quest. Dragon's Quest was an 80-hour playthrough. I'm at 31 hours with Ni no Kuni.
I guess that's true.
That's not too bad. No, Dead Space is a lot shorter than that. There was
Yeah, Dead
another
Space-
game that was like 30 hours into game. I think it was Kingdom Hearts 2, actually.
Okay, well, go ahead and hit us with the outro, Ruby, because I gotta fucking piss.
All right. Well, thanks for joining in on us tonight, the Money Beans podcast. Sorry we kind of jumbled all over the place today. There is just too much to talk about that we decided just to have fun with the podcast tonight. Alrighty, y'alls. Well, we'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace and pee. Oh, I gotta pee.